basically resources, right? With that said, we have some exciting content coming to PvP this month. I'm going to pause that a second. Exciting. Where am I up to? Several teams are brought to life, okay, as well as an update on our advances in game security to combat cheaters. Oh, that's good, because I said this before, but Apex Legends, they used to have a lot of problem with cheaters, and they deal with it very well. And it's a free-to-play game, so I don't think there's really any excuse for Bungie to not be combating cheaters better, honestly, because I've seen it done firsthand in Apex, so it can be done. A preview of upcoming sandbox shakeups and more details coming next week on how the general PvP sandbox gear and ability balance will evolve. For season 22, we have a new Vex Network themed map debuting along with the new Relic 6v6. Oh, the gunplay focused checkmate modifier for multiple modes, a new competitive Ascendant Division emblem, and more. Relic and Checkmate will both kick off in Crucible Labs throughout the season, so we can gather feedback on how they are received. We'll have more to share in the showcase. Let's dive in a bit more right now. Okay, so Relic and Checkmate, we're going to get them on Crucible Labs, so try and remember. New PvP map multiplex. Okay, I think that's it there. I would love to play on this map. This shit looks awesome. For our newest PvP battlefield, we wanted to create an asymmetrical map using a Vex environment. That sounds interesting as a backdrop and could work well for multiple game modes. The Vex Network, yeah, I think this would be awesome. This sort of aesthetic is really nice, and it will make a good playground for us for sure. Alright, I'm not going to go too deep over that. Checkmate is a modifier where rich primary weapon fights can have. Oh, okay. I think this is what people like. I mean, not everybody wants this. I think like the more like veteran players, they want to have primary weapon fights. So that sounds interesting. We'll get to try that out as well. Pre the next season, right? Gun skill can be augmented by communication and strong positioning. Okay. Primary weapon damage has been tuned to feel different than the rest of the game without being jarring, reducing the gap between the faster killing weapons and the average time to kill, and in general pushing longer range primaries into slower killing profiles. Player health has been increased. All ability cooldowns are lengthened, and special ammunition must be earned via gameplay and is not dropped on death. Alright, that's interesting. This all results in slightly longer combat encounters that reward skill and consistency, so you have to be killing to get special ammunition, which is pretty interesting. Alright, Checkmate will be available in Crucible Labs from week 5 to 10. We will start off with 2 weeks of Checkmate Control and switch it up with 2 weeks of Checkmate Survival. So anything with Checkmate is going to be more primary weapon focused. That's pretty cool. Okay. Nice. I don't know exactly when week 5 to week 10 is, but we'll find out. Alright, Relic is a 6v6 party mode where you get your dicks out and drink wine. Oh wait, no. I think, okay. It's where players wreak havoc and destruction on their foes with relic weapons, okay. Relics include the Aegis from Vault of Glass, the Synaptic Spear from Season of the Risen. Okay, so it's relic weapons. Alright. Interesting. Season of the... So, okay, so it's this... a series of different relics from other seasons. Interesting. That sounds kind of crazy. It is a bit of a party mode, yeah. It sounds crazy, but that'd be fun. Be fun for a bit. I don't think it'd be something I'd want to play all the time, but it'd be like mayhem, right? something you play every so often. Each player charges their personal relic energy by defeating opponents with their normal loadout. Oh, so you have a relic and you charge it with your other weapons. Okay. Upon reaching full charge, players can acquire a relic from a relic depot. Defeating relic holders and using the relics to defeat opponents earns points for the team. Interesting. So you charge it up, you go grab it, and then you slay out. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Whereas Checkmate is heavily focused on gunfights, Relic is intended to provide light-hearted gameplay that can be enjoyed by anyone. I like this because this is an attempt, you know, not everybody wants to be sweating with primary weapons. Some people are just playing, you know, casually, just wanna kill some people. They don't want to be getting, you know. This is an attempt to like please both audiences, which, you know, Destiny has to try and do, which is really hard. But you have to try. All right, that's enough for that. Matchmaking improvements. What's that? Been saying this forever since they've added the one with cannons. Here we go. Well, there it is. Yeah, the Scorch cannons, right? Yeah. I quest. Alright, so matchmaking. We're modifying our loose skill-based matchmaking settings for Control and Iron Banner. These new settings will look to improve matchmaking times and experience for players who find themselves at the upper or lower ends of the skill spectrum. Well, that'll be us at the lower, eh? And for those playing in low population region, yeah, the connection base can be really punishing. I don't feel like it's as bad as it used to be. Like when I was playing years ago, I used to play late at night and I would match the same 6-stack. I could be solo queuing and I would hit the same 6-stack all the time, and it was terrible. I don't feel like it's actually as bad now, but I mean, I haven't been playing for a long time. You know, I've been playing for like 5 weeks. No, not even. I've been playing for like 2 weeks actually. Anyway. Team is adding the loose fire team matchmaking to Crucible rotators, including labs, to ensure players are being evenly matched against similar fire team sizes without the need for freelance mode. Additionally, we'll be tackling an issue with lobby balancing that can misallocate players over certain skill levels. Ooh. Alright, looking further ahead, we're planning to deliver new Iron Banner mode for Season 23, along with a brand new hack aggressive frame strand pulse rifle as our newest competitive division weapon reward. The Mercurial Overwatch Overreach adaptive frame arc sniper rifle will remain available for competitors. Okay, good stuff. As a reminder, we're also focusing our map reprisal efforts on porting the Citadel from 2018 to the Crucible. Okay, that's good. So that's more map. We like more map. We all have fond memories of dominating Control with our fire teams on this one, and can't wait to see what you do with the latest arsenal out there in the Dreaming City. All right. Alright, the Vanguards are... I'm going to try and shorten this down because this is killing my voice. Vanguard's medals will be available in Vanguard Ops and Nightfalls starting in Season 22. Alright, after first being introduced in the last year's Guardian games and their continued success in this year's event, we have decided to bring them in full time to spice things up in our Vanguard playlist. Alright, so medals, all good stuff. Gambit. I mean, I was mostly interested in the PvP stuff, so if I do skip over some stuff you're interested in, I'm sorry. Plus my voice is kind of going a bit. But Gambit, as many of you noticed, has been quiet on Gambit. I feel like a lot of people like Gambit, honestly, because it's just chill, right? Let's have a look. What are we doing to Gambit? We're making Gambit entirely optional to maximize your rewards unless you're looking for a piece of gear that's specific to the mode. Gambit will continue to serve as a source of exotic engrams via weekly challenges, Though, as we mentioned above, you'll be able to complete all your weekly challenges in any ritual you'd like starting in Season 22. So you don't, if you want to stick to Vanguard and Crucible challenges without touching Gambit, now you can. Good. That's the information right there. So that's the TLDR right there. Reducing the number of Gambit-specific seasonal challenges, so players won't need to bank motes to be able to earn that big purse of bright dust for completing nearly every challenge in the season. Finally, we're adding Fireteam matchmaking to Gambit next season, which will replace the freelance mode and should result in faster. Okay, that makes sense. So just gonna have one queue for Gambit, which is fine. I think that's better. It's not that serious, right? You just queue up. I like Gambit. I genuinely do like Gambit because it's nice to not. I mean, I don't take Crucible that seriously, so but it is nice to go in there. It's kind of relaxing, right? And you also get to fight a Guardian or two at the same time. It was a very good idea. I used to shit on Gambit, but it is a very good idea, and it feels like a niche there between the two. It also helps feed people into PvP, because if they do well in Gambit and they start invading and they start feeling more confident killing other people, it's like, hey, let's give Crucible a go, right? So, I mean, same thing for PvE in there as well. It has this. It's a very good idea. Okay. Armor set rewards. We had a shared plan to address concerns on reward balance. Players have pointed out that we didn't release a new armor set for the ritual playlist. Okay. Okay, this time we are amending our delivery plans for how often we refresh these sets, and will no longer be creating a new set for every expansion. However, we are prioritizing the delivery of a new ritual armor set alongside the final shape to infuse some new looks you'll be able to show off from your time in the Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit playlists. We also have a new armor set for Trials of Osiris releasing in just a few short weeks. Ooh. Here's a preview of the Titan armor from that set coming with Season 22. Hopefully that's not too small for you to see, but there's the Titan Trials of Osiris armor coming soon. Well, with Season 22 apparently. So we have a whole new set of armor from Trials, which is nice. Game security. Okay. Machine learning, right? It's a bunch of upgrades to the game security. I don't think we need to go over that exactly. Now we continue to evolve our prevention, detection, ban hammer. So it is, yeah, improvements, stability updates. Again, all you really need to know is there are stability updates, right? Yeah, nothing too interesting. Seasonal structure. As we mentioned back in February, we've been working behind the scenes to shake up the seasonal paradigm this year to subvert player expectations and make each season feel unique. We know our players are looking for more variety and repeatable seasonal activities, and more than anything, we want to constantly surprise everyone with what comes next in each season. Although we'll talk a bit more about this below, and you'll see it in action in our showcase. We're giving ourselves more freedom to stretch narratively and in gameplay systems throughout 22 and 23 seasons. We hope you'll enjoy coming on those. Excuse me. Rides with us starting later this month. Preview of what's to come. Looks like a platter stuck to the Titan's arm. Let's have a look. Where'd he go? I tell you what, he's asymmetrical. They're getting into this asymmetrical thing. Unless that's just because of the way he's sat, right? But that shoulder piece looks different than the other one, kinda. Anyway, where are we up to? Preview of what's to come. Before we get into our 6-month progress report on our goals for the year, we wanted to share some previews of several quality of life upgrades and core sandbox changes coming in Season 22. Some of these are designed to simply make your everyday Destiny 2 experience better. Others should result in substantial meta refreshes for both PvE and PvP. Okay, at our midpoint in Lightfall this year, we hope some of Season 22's updates. We hope it's great too. Sometimes it's seemingly smaller improvements that can be the biggest upgrades. Okay. Cosmetic favoriting. Okay. At long last, you'll be able to pin up to 100 of your favorite shaders, ornaments, and emotes to the top of the list starting in Season 22. So for all you transmog nerds out there, you can favorite your stuff. Your shaders and ornaments. Ornaments. Emotes. That's cool. Stasis aspects and fragments moved to vendor system. Okay, yeah. That's cool. I've not unlocked stasis. I haven't done all that stuff. I will enjoy coming back. Me too. Wait, you don't mean coming on back? Oh, okay, never mind. Any character fragments. Okay, so that's cool. This will be good for me because I'll just spam this shit. I will get all this stasis. I don't know if I'm going to use stasis. I'm not a huge fan, but it'll be nice to have it all unlocked without having to do something crazy. Wait, what? All I need to do is make everything more rewarding, back sticking all Eververse items in the reward pool. Yeah, just give us it all, man, for free. Fuck it. Transmats will now be unlocked. Okay, that's good. You see, since I last played, they have improved so much stuff when it comes to just inventory management, unlocking stuff, collecting. Like, the menus are a bit overwhelming when you come back because there's so many different ones. But in regards to like it being condensed and being like just better, it's just better, right? It's so much better than it used to be. And there's just so much in the game, like guns wise in your collection. There's so many guns, but it's all pretty well laid out, I think. All right, so you can unlock transmats. There you go. Pretty simple. Wish Ender Pursuit improvements. The Wish Ender quest has gone through a number of changes throughout the years, and in Season 22 it becomes a real quest. No more charged or uncharged discs sitting in your inventory, just single quest strand in your quest log. Okay, very cool. I've done this actually. This is something I've actually done, so that's cool. Resources tab added to collections. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So we'll have a resource tab. That's cool. So they're just condensing everything very nicely, and I appreciate it. I do. Yo, see you in a bit, Drifty, and thanks for everything today. Thanks for all the gifted. You're a legend. I'll be back on tomorrow if you're around. Same time. Do be doing the same thing. Probably playing some trials later on though. Although you might be in bed by then. Well, we'll be still playing more trials over the weekend as well. Anyway, sleep well, Drift. I'll see you later, bud. Ritual rank. What am I missing there? Iron Banner challenges split. Pinnacle rewards not being as big of a draw as they once were season over season. Since Season of the Deep began, we felt it was time to split the Pinnacle acquisition and reputation multipliers we added back in Season of the Haunted. Starting in Season 22, Iron Banner will have 2 different stacking challenges each day. One for players who just want their reputation multiplier, which does not require using specific seasonal subclasses, and one for players who are going after their pinnacle rewards, which does require using seasonal subclasses. There you go. Ritual rank ups immediately. Dating all the way back to Season 3, Ritual reputations, previously known as Valor and Glory and Infamy. I'm glad they stayed. Waited until you hit orbit to process any rank ups. I remember, because almost full screen banner would overwrite the scoreboard if it showed up earlier. When we revamped the streamlined reputations over the past few years, we moved the rank up banner to the bottom of the screen and made them less conspicuous. But we left the processing of the ranks until you hit orbit. Okay, now we've finally taken the step and made the rank up process immediately at the end of an activity. No more waiting for your rewards. Now they'll just show up right away in your loot stream. Okay, that's cool. This makes it easier. Making all artifacts unlocks available in 2 instead of having to keep resetting it would be good. Yeah, I'd love it. That would be nice. But then you just have it all, wouldn't you? I like Strand. I actually like Strand stuff, especially in PvE. Oh yeah, new Strand aspects. At the start of the season, we're adding 3 new Strand aspects. Interesting. Adding these aspects will be Whirling Maelstrom for Hunter, Banner of War for Titans, and Weave Walk for Warlocks. Stay tuned for more info as we get closer to the launch of the season. I like this idea. This is a very cool idea to spice things up on a season. I mean, they could really... I mean, they might have done this before. I've been away from the game. But this, each season, with any subclass, is a great idea. Because this will just add to gameplay for people. Keep it fresh. Similar to the first wave of exotic revamps in Season of the Deep, the team is reworking another batch of underused exotic armor pieces in Season 22, shake things up and give players a new reason to dive into their vaults. So new exotic reworks, very cool. New weapons subfamilies come in. We'll be introducing some entirely new weapons subfamilies with final shape. Tune into the showcase on August the 22nd to get your first look at some of these in action, as well as some other unexpected additions to Destiny 2's arsenal. Ooh. Alright. Weapon tuning preview. If you didn't catch our mid-season weapon tuning update, you might not know that we have a substantial shake-up coming to the weapons sandbox. Ooh. Okay, we'll share more details in the upcoming weapon balance update article, but for now the high level goals are to reduce the variance between the optimal engagement ranges of our mid-range weapons, ARs, pulse rifles and hand cannons, slightly reduce the average engagement range in Crucible by pulling in the maximum damage fall off distances of any weapons. Ooh. I do think that's a good idea, because you can really stand. I mean, a lot of people do, don't they? They stay off the radar. I mean, you're probably going to still be off the radar with a scout rifle or something. I think it's fine, but if you just pull that in a bit, you know, you're pulling those players into the fray a bit more instead of them just sort of being, you know, they're just chilling in Narnia on their own doing their thing. I think that's a good thing. Highest achievable damage, fall off range on almost all weapons will be reduced. Okay, it's going to reduce the fall off damage. Okay, wait a minute, am I getting that the wrong way around? To this, the highest achievable damage fall off range on all weapons will be reduced to some extent. Yeah, the highest damage. Okay, yeah, cool. Wait, slightly reduce the average engagement range. Pulling in the maximum damage fall off. Are they saying they're going to reduce the damage fall off? Like, so... The lower edge of their damage fall off ranges will be coming up. Yeah, I think I got that right. So they're trying to pull it... Reduce the range. Yeah. I thought so. The wording was tripping me up a bit, but yeah. So it's trying to pull things in closer, like I say, which is a good idea. I'm with that. I'll take that. The damage fall starts values. Okay, as they currently do in the live game, rifle-style weapons will experience fall off more gradually, while handheld ones will experience it more quickly. Yeah, I think this is good. We also have hand-tuned a small list of exotics and all special weapons with the intention of keeping them near where they are in the live game, as opposed to allowing them to receive outsized buffs. Outsized buffs? Or nerfs with these overarching changes. We'll share all the info on that in the upcoming weapons preview article as well. Oh, this is massive, isn't it? Wow. Alright. In addition to this, we have a lot of other things to look forward to in Season 22. This is not a comprehensive list, but we wanted to give you a sneak peek. Hand cannons will see increased reload speeds. Ooh. Yeah. Immortal has got like... Yeah, Immortal... This is... Yeah, Immortal is crazy. So... That's a good thing. It looks like it's a nerf. That should help with the Immortal for sure. Saying that, I want to get my own. I need to get one quick. Sword, full power, heavy attacks. What did it say? So yeah, hand cannons increase reload speed. Sword, full power, heavy attacks will be usable with any non-zero amount of sword energy. Okay. Okay, yeah, I get it. So any amount of, basically, you can use a full power heavy attack. And sword guard is being buffed in several areas. Touch of Malice is getting some tweaks we think players will enjoy, and perks such as Bipod, Envious Assassin, and Under Over will become much more useful in Season 22. Watch for the full breakdown later this month. Alright. Reinforcing our goals for the year. Alright, we laid a plan out 6 months ago. 4 main goals. Expand players' imaginations, bring challenge back to Destiny, enrich our content, and connect our Guardians. With Lightfall, its first 2 seasons under our belts, and the launch of Season 22, now a showcase just around the corner, we'd like to take a moment to catch everyone up on how far we've come on these goals and where we're going. Alright. Expand the imagination of the players. From core systems, yeah. I mean, this is telling us what it's already done, right? Without spoiling anything ahead of the showcase, our next season will be heading into creative territories we've never explored before. We're changing some things up in a big way, including the seasonal progression paradigm with an all-new mechanic. All will be revealed on August 22. Alright, so new stuff coming, but no information yet. Taking a step back to examine the overall narrative of the year, the team is laser focused on ensuring the connective tissue in our storytelling between season 2023. The final shape is more impactful than last year's seasons. Alright, so we're looking to make the story great. Good stuff. The final shape in its raid will provide a climactic conclusion to the Light and Darkness saga before we look ahead to what comes next in Destiny 2, which, I mean, most of us know that, right? Yeah, which I mean, everyone's got high expectations for this, right? Like, for real, like the final raid. I mean, not the final raid, right? But the final ish raid, right? The final raid of the story arc. So hopefully this will be exceptionally good. Okay, what are they on about? Bring challenge back to Destiny. While enemies in Neomuna still pack a punch regardless of your level. That's true. Players have been able to steadily climb in power to take on more difficult challenges they may have had a tough time with earlier in the year due to the absence of a power level cap increase in this season of the Deep. Okay, we've raised the bar on Grandmaster GM. Nightfall difficulty this season with our first PsyOps Battlegrounds GM, which will make an additional appearance before the end of the season for those who didn't get a chance to take it on the first time. There you go. As usual, we'll continue to monitor feedback as we add more Battlegrounds to the Vanguard, Nightfall, and GM schedule later in Nightfall's year. Alright. Okay. Right. In Season of Defiance, we delivered the Avalon Exotic Mission and Vexcalibur as its prize for those who discovered the path into the Vex network. Season of the Deep brought the Whetstone Exotic Mission to deep divers in search of the new Wicked Implement Scout Rifle. Hate Battleground GMs? I have not tried them. I'm sure they're very hard, honestly. I didn't know that Grandmaster, the GMs were considered too easy for people. I thought they were like really hard. But again, I've not actually done them recently. Rotation will kick off with the return of Presage to offer a new avenue for players to earn Dead Man's Tale. That's a... Okay, yeah. That's an exotic, right? That's a good exotic. Which will also be craftable for the first time. After that, Vox Obscura and Operation Seraph Shield will join the rotation, offering up their respective craftable exotic weapons and catalysts. Okay. We'll have more details on that from the Exotic Mission Rotator upcoming this week in the Destiny blog. To recap the PvP front, we're delivering the new Season 22 content we mentioned above, including the brand new multiplex map, Relic game mode, checkmate game modifier, competitive Ascendant Division emblem, and a slick new Trials of Osiris armor set. Yes. In addition to the new and returning weapons coming to the Crucible, Iron Banner, and Trials playlist, will also have new sandbox overhauls. A lot of stuff there. We know this. Finally, we called out back in February that we were initially targeting more changes to ritual content in the final season of the year. While we've made the recent decision to push the initiative to the final shape, we have plans to replace some bounties with a more rewarding and engaging system, tentatively called the Pathfinder. This is going to be debuted on the new destination in the final shape, and we're currently nailing down a plan for how we can use this new system to replace core ritual bounties in the new year. Alright, for now, here's a work in progress preview of the Pathfinder. There you go. Give me the prime. Give me the prime. So you web yourself, you get yourself a nice little reward. Yo, what's up, Macalicious? Good to see you, buddy. We're just going over the state of the game, which has been released. It's looking good. We've got some new PvP stuff, PvP maps, PvP game modes. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Season 22 will include new ways to experience key in-game moments in Destiny 2's history to help get millions of Guardians caught up for the confrontation with the Witness. Nice. Our upcoming Fireteam Finder LFG feature will be the silver bullet for players who've never had a full Fireteam to run endgame content before, including raids, dungeons, master level activities, and more. And in the final shape, we're making big changes to the progression system that will help to connect even more players and remove barriers, keeping friends from taking on the same content together. We'll have more info on that in the showcase. This is fucking fantastic. This should have been done in Destiny 1. Excuse me. No, I'm not mad. But this is really good. This should have been done. They should have in-game ways to connect players. Like always. Like Absolutely. In a game like any game like this, not just Destiny, but they should have ways to do this, because I think you would be surprised how many people, like, there are ways to get groups outside of the game, but people, they don't want to do it, but they do want to do it, right? It's a weird. A lot of people are introverted as well. It's daunting to them. But if they can just queue up and join a bunch of random players, and even if they get dicked on, maybe they go in the raid, maybe they don't do the raid, maybe it's right, whatever. It's still fun to have it go, right? And don't get me wrong, like the raids, you're not going to do the raids without communication. It's just not going to happen. But you might want to go in there. I'm not saying that they are doing it with raids, right? I'm not saying. Well, it does say including raids. Holy shit. So you know, but you still learn something. You're still gonna learn something from it. They will fuck it up. Yeah, probably. No, we'll see. But yeah, no, this is great. That's great, right? Because I can tell you one thing. If you have matchmaking for something like raids, or it's not matchmaking, it's an LFG, right? So you can. I don't know exactly what form that's going to be in. We will find out. But this is good. A way to bring players together in game. Fantastic idea. All right, the features listed above, combined with everything we are about to show on August 22nd and everything yet to come, will create the best gameplay experience for the widest possible audience that Destiny 2 has ever seen. The final shape is incredibly special to us as the culmination of Destiny's first decade, and we are committed to making it just as special for all our players worldwide. As the showdown with the Witness approaches, thanks again for taking the time to read this. I tried, man. My throat, you're killing me here. Today was just a piece of what we have in store. So if we don't run into you in the tower before then, we sure hope to see you all in chat at the showcase on the 22nd. Joe!